Hey, what's up YouTube? Scotty Tradition. Scott coming back at you with another video. Thought I would do a sort of a Memorial Day video today. I haven't seen a lot of other videos from any of the other YouTubers about Memorial Day. So I thought I'd kind of go through just a couple of family stories I have, and then also some cards I'll tie into it at the end of the video of some former Packers that were in the military. Obviously, you know, Memorial Day is the day remembering those who have died while serving. And I guess I just wanted to start out by talking about this guy. This guy's name is Einar Ingman Jr. And basically he is my stepdad's uncle. And as you can see around his neck, he has the Congressional Medal of Honor that he received in the Korean War. So I just kind of want to tell you a little bit about him. He unfortunately just passed away back in 2015 at the age of 85. So it's amazing that this guy was able to live as long as he was. Basically, Sergeant Ingman, a member of Company E, distinguished himself by conspicuous gallantry and intrepidity above and beyond the call of duty in action against the enemy. The two leading squads of the assault platoon of his company, while attacking strongly fortified ridge held by the enemy, were pinned down by withering fire, and both squad leaders and several men were wounded. Corporal Ingman assumed command, reorganized and combined the two squads, then moved from one position to another, designating fields of fire and giving advice and encouragement to the men. Locating an enemy machine gun position that was raking his men with devastating fire, he charged it alone, threw a grenade into the position, and killed the remaining crew with rifle fire. Another enemy machine gun opened fire approximately 15 yards away and inflicted additional casualties to the group and stopped the attack. When Corporal Ingman charged the second position, he was hit by grenade fragments and a hail of fire which seriously wounded him about the face and neck and knocked him to the ground. With incredible courage and stamina, he arose instantly and, using only his rifle, killed the entire gun crew before falling unconscious from his wounds. As a result of the singular action by Corporal Ingman, the defense of the enemy was broken, his squad secured its objective, and more than 100 hostile troops abandoned their weapons and fled in disorganized retreat. Corporal Ingman's indomitable courage, extraordinary heroism, and superb leadership reflect the highest credit on himself and are in keeping with the esteemed traditions of the infantry and the U.S. Army. So just kind of wanted to share that story with you. And it's kind of cool that have a Congressional Medal of Honor person in kind of my extended family. My stepdad's uncle. My stepdad's dad, Father Robert, was actually in Korea alongside Einar, and he was actually in an incident where he was a heavy truck operator, and his truck got hit by an explosive device, and everybody that he was carrying in the truck passed away, except for him. Apparently he woke up on a beach somewhere. And so yeah, they both were lucky to make it back. But just wanted to kind of share that story with you. After he was wounded, Einar, that is, the guy in the picture, he woke up about a week later in a Tokyo hospital, not knowing what happened, couldn't even remember his name. They only gave him a couple months to live, just due to his injuries, and he ended up living a whole full life and made it to 85 years old, which is pretty crazy. There's him getting his Congressional Medal pinned on by Harry Truman back in 1951. So just a remarkable story on Einar Ingman Jr. And I'm just going to kind of spin the camera around here, and we're going to go through the rest of the video. I have a couple cards lined up in the back there of different Packers players that served in the military in different eras. The first one on the right is Dick Wildung, way over here. Let's see if I can get a little better picture of him. There we go. Dick Wildung was a Navy lieutenant on a PT boat in the Pacific in World War II from 1943 to 1945. So, good info there. And then we have, also from that same 50 Bowman set, John Cochran, or Red Cochran, as he was nicknamed, was actually a pilot. He piloted a B-24 Liberator in the Air Force in China at the time, for the 373rd Bomb Squadron. member of the 14th Air Force. And he was a longtime Packers coach, actually. Paul Hornung, a little more current, served back in '63. He was called by the U.S. Army. I don't think he ever saw any action, but he served in other ways, the U.S. Army. And he was able to obtain weekend passes, actually, from JFK at the time, and was still allowed to play in the games on the weekends. And also Tony Canadeo here from the 1950 Bowman again. A lot of guys from that 50 Bowman set were in the military. We'll get that to focus. There we go. Canadeo, he actually missed the 1945 NFL Championship game due to World War II service. He actually served in the Army and the Navy in World War II. And last but not least, Clark Hinkle, Packer Hall of Famer, NFL Hall of Famer, was an officer in the U.S. Coast Guard, and actually performed a lot of air-to-sea rescue type things. He was stationed in Newfoundland. So yeah, kind of interesting facts on those guys. And the last thing I'll talk about is just my uncle Leonard. So that'd be my grandpa's brother Leonard, and he actually, let's see if I can, I'll just pick the phone up again and kind of move it down here. There we go. That just kind of talks about his training, mountain troops, learning how to train in the mountains, snowy mountains in Colorado, Camp Hale, Colorado. They were to be one of the first mountain troop units for the war. And then as I scroll through here just a little bit more, go sideways here. Veteran of World War II, U.S. Army. Let's see here. There we go. Private first class infantry. All the areas he served: France, Europe, Rhineland, which is in Germany, Aleutian Islands, Rome. It talks about just 4 bronze battle stars and everything else he obtained there. So, yep. Even though I am not in the military, my family has a strong history in the military. My stepbrother Justin served in the U.S. Air Force. My Aunt Julie served in the U.S. Air Force at a base in Germany, Ramstein Air Force Base. And so yeah, I just want to thank all the veterans, anybody on YouTube who is currently serving. I know Bart, 49ers corner, USAF, is currently in the military. And a guy I just started watching before he got deployed, Garrett Cardcutter, also as well, is in the military. So thanks for your service. And just another thanks to all those who have served and paid the ultimate price on this day. So thanks for watching my video. Hope you have a good rest of your Memorial Day weekend. It's almost to the end here, and it's back to work on Tuesday. You guys have a great night. Thanks for watching.